Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Super Bowl week edition of Everything Bears, where we talk about everything Bears and maybe a bunch of other stuff too. It is Super Bowl week. Unfortunately, our beloved Bears did not make it this year, but
Mm.
within the next few years, I don't think that'll be an issue. So, with that being said, what do you say? Let's
Let's
get
get it
this started.
started.
Yeah.
Everything Bear Show, yo. Bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, yo. Everything Bear Show, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, yo. First down, first down, first down, touchdown. Everything between the walls, oh now. Bow down to the ground, Lakeshore, downtown. Since the throne of the north, up high, come down, find out. Intercepted, locked down, found out, knocked down, knocked out. In the state, touchdown, plow. First down, first down, first down, touchdown. Everything between the walls, oh now. Bow down to the ground, Lakeshore, downtown. Since the throne of the north, up high, come down, find out. Intercepted, locked down, found out, knocked down, knocked out. In the state, touchdown, plow.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo. Hey, man. I mean, I subscribe to a bunch of different channels and stuff, right? And I saw something very interesting this week. Maybe you can help me squash a rumor. Did you happen to sign a contract with the Chicago Bears? I thought I saw you in a Bears uniform. Maybe I was right. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know.
It was a joint venture, actually.
Okay. You signed any endorsements as well as this said Bear player?
Could have possibly.
There it is. There it is. I thought that mug looked familiar as that posted across my YouTube feed earlier this week. So,
Yeah, little joint venture between Tecmo Bowl and the Bears.
okay.
They were like, Ezra, would you totally play? Would you play Tecmo Bowl with the current rosters and live stream the whole thing? And I'm like, yeah.
Why not?
So they put my likeness on the Tecmo Bowl cover. It's fucking awesome.
Hopefully you held out for some big bucks for that. So,
Oh, I did.
of course, good.
But
I
yeah,
tell you
no.
what, man, I have downloaded the current roster Tecmo Bowl as well. Having a ton of fun with it. If you guys need the link and you're old Nintendo heads like we are, and you want to play current roster Tecmo Bowl, drop us a comment, hit us up on Twitter, whatever the case may be, and we can help you get set up. So,
Yeah, we could definitely get you to the guy who does it. So actually, a little update on that. He's dropping the final edition, and it's like 3 or 4 days away now.
ooh, so
Yeah.
he hit you back on Twitter?
Yes, and I asked him about. He didn't answer me back though. He just liked the comment because I mean, he is probably well ahead of me because I
Sure.
said like, please, Kyle Monangai, make him a hard hitter. Like,
Yeah.
can we do this? And he just liked it. So I was like, all right, I'll take it.
Will you change the playbook then to run a couple split back sets like the old Chiefs playbook with Okoye and Barry Word?
So I might. I
Okay.
might be running a lot of that split back set for sure.
I don't even know a playbook to put together for that off the top of my head, man, because it's been that long. It's always been single back, but that would be a fun dual tandem to try to rush for 1,000 yards apiece for.
Yeah.
And get Caleb, in that 4,000 to 5,000 range.
So how many games would you say you played so far?
Oh, I just played. Who did I just play? Probably like 4 or 5. I don't even
Okay.
think I hit the bye week yet.
Okay, cool.
On the
Because I
seasonal
want
stuff.
to ask you, The wide receiving core, because you took Zacchaeus out, right, and put
I
Burden
did.
in.
I did.
They're all nasty.
They are.
They're all
Yes.
nasty. Like you got that right.
DJ
Rome,
Moore and Adunze are ridiculous.
yeah.
Colston, maybe feel like
Colston's
he could be
also
a,
ridiculous.
yeah, he could be a little bit faster, I think, but he's still very good.
Dude, when Colston's in good or excellent condition, he's fast.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
is
haven't played
Luther.
long enough to see that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, godly, for any of you guys who showed up for that long playthrough on Monday, it was, dude, I played the whole season. I started at like 10 in the morning, week 1, and to make it all the way to the NFC Championship was 6.5 hours. 6.5 hour stream.
So if we were to do a dual stream on that, man, we're talking 12 hours. Oh my God. We'd have to do an intermission.
No, so we would definitely, like, you know what we would do? We would do it because I don't know if I could do another 6.5 hour stream.
All right.
What I posted on Twitter was what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a series. I'll play like anywhere between 2 to 4 games in one sitting and then go, okay, guys, see you next time.
Yeah.
And then wait a few days and do it again and do it like that. Because I tell you what, I don't know how. And believe me, if I was getting paid, I'd find a way. But these guys who stream for a living and they're gaming and they're playing for 8, 9, 10 hours, like, yo. But if I was getting, hey, Ronnie, thanks for the $10 super chat. Oh, Steven, hey, thanks for the $10 super chat. Hey, Billy Bob, thanks for the $30 super chat. Uh-oh, we got a hundo. Somebody get I'd be all day. I wouldn't get off the computer.
All right, exactly. My hands would look like this afterwards.
I made $900 today. It's good.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
I can't feel the tips of my fingers, but we're good. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you would have to go. You wouldn't be able to rock the old school Nintendo controller like that all day. There's just no way.
Oh, no, not with
Nintendo thumb, man. No way. You would have to go next gen controller to where it's more comfortable and you could do it. So I'd be afraid I'd be falling asleep, as old as I am, I'd be falling asleep midstream. Done that a few times. Wake up with the controller in your hand.
Sure.
So all right, guys. So wide open show today. If you guys are filing in, come find your seats. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we are game for. We got a couple real basic topics. The stadium, catching a lot of news today. Coaching changes around the league, especially revolving around the Bears. That's really all we have kind of slated. Outside of that, she is wide open, man. So if there's anything you guys want to go over or talk about, jump in the chat, bring it up. Let's go, man. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's that time of the year where, we'll address maybe some rumors that we've heard as well. And then kind of deep dive into those. A lot of the rumors obviously being on that defensive end free agency list with the top 2 names being Hendrickson and Khalil Mack. So we'll get to that as well.
Yeah, if you guys got any questions, absolutely drop it in. Even if it's something random.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are Chicagoans, where did you grow up?
Yeah.
Where do you live? What side of town were you on? What school did you go to?
Yeah, what area did you grow up? We grew up in the Jefferson Park / Old Irving area. So
yeah, is that what you'll say, Jefferson Park?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of changed a little bit. Now it's Old Irving. But when we were kids, it was Jefferson Park, maybe Albany Park kind of.
You wouldn't say Portage?
Portage is a little bit further west of us, I believe, more towards the park. So, but yeah, I mean, if you say Portage Park, a lot of people kind of know that landmark.
Yeah.
But
I always just say 6 Corners.
Yeah.
And then some people who are like, if I'm out of state and they're like, oh, what part of Chicago are you from? I'm like, 6 Corners. They'll go, which one? And I'm like,
yeah,
but the only one. Okay.
Yeah.
The
The
original,
6 Corners.
these 6 corners.
Yeah.
The one with the Sears Roebuck that was there, the Sears
Yeah.
building that was there. That ain't there no more.
No, I think it's a Target now. So
The 6
of all
corners with
places.
the Target.
Yeah. Target and an Aldi's. So
Really? And Aldi's.
Yeah.
All right.
hmm
They're moving up. They're stepping their game up.
Hey, yeah. So you don't have to go to the Jewels, you know,
To the
because that parking
Jewels.
lot is a nightmare. Yeah.
Oh shit. Is
You
it
remember
tell me, is the Portage Park Theater still there? Portage Theater?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It is still there. It is used for, I think, live theater now.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
no longer a movie theater. Remember
Okay.
sneaking in through the alley and getting into shows? Two guys
Yeah.
would go pay and let in two guys. Hey, the statute of
Oh, that's
limitations is over on that.
it's over. It's not even a movie theater anymore. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. You come and get our $1.25 from us because it was the dollar movie theater at the end there.
You know what I do
So,
remember? Like right next door to it, there was like a Chinese restaurant, really good Chinese food.
mhm. Speaking of that area up there, how about that card place that was underneath the basement of the
I
hat place?
yes. Oh
Yeah,
my
that we
god.
go to all the time.
I love that. That was
Yeah,
one of my favorite. Oh my, I can't believe you just said that. Make my
yep.
whirlwind of memories because we'd walk in, go down the stairs, and then
Mhm.
as soon as you walk downstairs, you kind of turn right, and the glass cases, like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, what kind of goodies you got in here?
yeah. I remember going down there. Didn't they also start carrying comics as well?
I
Like
think
that's where
so.
we picked up like when Spawn came out and all that.
Yeah,
I have a Spawn #1 somewhere, and I
good.
was looking for it the last time I went home,
Yeah.
and I cannot find it. But that thing was tucked in the plastic in a
Hmm.
bag, sitting in
Yeah.
a dark closet.
Yeah.
And last time I checked, a Spawn #1 is going in good condition. I have no idea what condition it is in, but it's going for ridiculous money.
So, yeah, that's good that you have that. But oh, Michael, hey, let me check my Twitter right quick.
Mhm.
Um, I was going down a rabbit hole of I'm checking Mike at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm checking at the same time. As I'm talking about this. I was talking to my cousin a few days ago and I was telling him like I'm watching this guy on YouTube like rip open packs of football cards
Mhm.
and and he's pulling some good stuff and this and that. But I was like, I had the most extensive Barry Sanders card collection from all of his rookies, from all the
Yeah.
brands and all the different variants and this, that, and the third. And he's like, really? And I was like, you know what? I wonder what they're worth because I was sitting around waiting for a customer to get home. So I priced like what are some of the most ooh, look at this. I'm gonna share this with the class. Thank you, Michael. Um, so one of his rookie cards, and it's not even his rookie card when he came out of college, mind you. This is his rookie of the year card from Pro Set, sold for like $70,000. And I'm like,
Whoa.
I had like 8 of those. I have
Really?
8 of those. Like I had so many of them that I took it out of my personal little Barry Sanders book and
Yeah.
had to put them in the rows with just the rest because I had so many. I'm sitting on like $400,000 somewhere. Wherever my cards are, they're lost.
Oh, no.
I don't know where they're at.
I found my old binders. I have them right now. So I have my Derek Thomas. The Wow, okay. I wonder if that roof is retractable. It almost looks like it.
So here's Big Mike. I just replied a pic of what the stadium in Hammond would look like on my Twitter. So that is badass.
Mhm.
That looks great.
Doesn't look like a waffle iron.
It's this one doesn't look like the waffle iron.
Yeah.
I like that it's open. I wonder if they now are these true renderings from the state? Is this like Indiana throwing the lure out to see if we'll bite?
There has been a ton of talk about it. So while we wait for Michael to reply, so from my understanding, and I'm sure Michael's probably following a lot of the same people that we do when it comes to the stadium. So right now, they are going head to head, and it sounds like Indiana's ready to throw shovels in the ground right now. Like everything is locked in, good to go. It's the last ditch effort of the Bears to try to keep it in Illinois and Arlington Heights because they already have that land. But anyway, yeah. So Michael will say it's part of a proposal, but it will be a dome.
It'll be a dome.
So hopefully one of those like see-through ceilings at the very least.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so it sounds like the push is on, like everything is in place, good to go. It's kind of interesting to see how a functioning state government, how fast they can get things done and not, a bunch of long-winded bureaucrats sitting in our state government in Illinois, just how they could drag this out. And it's all over one stupid issue. And I get it. It's not stupid to some people because we're talking millions of dollars here. But for those who don't know, the sticking point is right now is the Bears are ready to put up $2 billion to get this project going. And they want a property tax guarantee to where they know what they're paying in property tax every year. So to sum this up, most commercial structures have a property tax of around 7.5% compared to our houses where you get about 2.5%. And then even some municipal buildings that this could be classified under, I think is around 3.5. What are we talking on a $4 billion project? So at 7.5% of $4 billion, it's like 350 million, right? Just astronomical taxes on that. The next proposal, 2.5% or whatever, is $100 million. Okay, so what the Bears want is a guarantee from the state that they will have a locked property tax rate, and they're not saying, like $100,000 or anything like that, but somewhere in the neighborhood of $8 to $9 million a year. Let's put that in comparison with some of the other stadiums in the state. Wrigley Field pays $2.7 million in annual property tax. The United Center, 6.5, I think, roughly, for property tax. And the Bears' current stadium is owned by the Park District. They collect 0 property tax on that because it is a state-owned facility. The state's not going to charge them sales tax. It's basically what that is saying. So, with that being said, our beautiful politicians want that to be on a sliding scale. Well, if, the team's making more money, we want more money. Well, no, that's not how everybody else in this country does it. It is a locked rate. The current stadium, SoFi, that they just built in LA, the most expensive place to live, they're only paying like 8.8 million in property taxes. And that's in the neighborhood of what the Bears want to be guaranteed. And that's the one single sticking point on why this hasn't gotten done yet. They can't agree on what that number is going to be. How stupid.
And who has the final say in that? Pritzker? Or is it Cook County officials, Arlington Heights officials?
Probably a collab between the governor and the head of Cook County. Would be my guess. So, because they were talking to the Arlington Heights mayor, and it sounded like they had the majority of the control in setting that number. And I think Arlington Heights has proposed like 3.6 million is what they're asking to build on that land, and the government won't back it up. So I don't know exactly what that relationship is there or how that has to go, but that's I think what Arlington Heights is wanting because a lot of that money would then go to fund their public schools, basically. So
Sure. I mean, you know what that does just in totality for the township of Arlington
yeah,
Heights? I mean, dude.
and it's not just the property tax, right? Bears play 8 or 9 home games a season. Let's
Mhm.
call it 8 because it seems like a lot of times this extra home game gets shipped overseas.
Yeah.
And think about that city of Arlington Heights and all the tax revenue and all the business money that gets spent there and hotel money, bar money, food money, vendors.
It's endless.
Yeah,
It's
it's just it would in Arlington Heights would become one of the nicest cities in the suburbs of Chicago easily from the money influx that the Bears would bring to them for sure. So
yeah, I mean,
obviously they want it.
Arlington Heights is already kind of nice,
Yeah,
but this
it
will
was
just put it
always
over the
was.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting that greed is preventing this deal from
Yeah.
going any
It's
forward, it's moving any. There's no goddamn progress.
yeah.
When look at this in Indiana, just fucking do it. I wonder if it'll actually say Chicago Bears on there. It probably will.
Yeah, I
The
would think that
Chicago
would be a
Bears of
stipulation.
Hammond, Indiana.
So,
Yeah, Mike.
yeah. Can't see business giving up 2 billion. It's there, man. Like there's so much money to be made. And it's I don't know. You got the New York Jets and Giants that play in New Jersey. You have the San
Mhm,
Francisco 49ers that play in Arlington out there, right?
mhm.
I think it's Arlington. Um, and so you got the Green Bay Packers technically playing Ashwaubenon, so it's
The Los
fairly
Angeles
normal.
Angels playing Anaheim.
Yeah. So it's whatever. At this point, this team deserves a state-of-the-art stadium. If it's domed for sure, it will be Super Bowl ready. Michael brings up a good point. Kansas City is moving as well. They're moving across the river, right?
Yep.
They're moving out of the Kansas City, Missouri to Kansas City, Kansas,
Yeah.
right? So, and that really kind of, I think, set the precedent for what the Bears can do here. So,
It does. Well, and so too, and distance wise, from where Soldier Field is now, obviously on Lakeshore Drive, it's the same distance from there to Arlington Heights as it is, again, Lakeshore Drive to Hammond, where
Hammond,
the stadium
mhm,
could go. It's the same driving distance.
yeah. And it's
So
just, there's
fuck it.
not enough dollars falling into the right pockets from this. And that's the only damn thing that's holding this thing up.
And I tell you what, too, man, like because it's just a different show, but I'm already kind of like, fuck the government already. If
Yeah.
you guys, okay, you want to play hardball and you're gonna back the organization into this sliding scale because you just want to rake them so
Yeah.
fucking bad, then fuck you. Go to
Yeah.
Indiana where they're not
Yeah.
gonna play that shit.
If you
Go to
want to
Indiana.
try to play this bullshit, we'll go somewhere that won't. And then after 10, 15 years, then you can now you're in the driver's seat, right? Because you'd be like, hey, fuck you, man. The
Right.
stadium's still good, but if you want me back, pony up. Now I want that scale to be even lower, and you're gonna publicly fund my stadium, and you're gonna do, and
Yeah.
then you go
And you're
from
gonna
there.
tongue kiss my shithole.
Yeah, exactly. Right after I eat Taco Bell. So,
Oh man, it's
and
so infuriating.
yeah,
It's so infuriating
it's
because like
just
the Bears and the fans deserve, I think, the Bears to be in Illinois. Like,
yeah, it
as
should.
much as I would love the nostalgia of build a new stadium in on the lakeshore, there's no room. So it sucks
Yeah.
that it can't be there. It can't. So Arlington Heights, you think would be the next best thing. So it does feel a little bit wrong to go, oh man, Indiana. But understanding the politics behind the whole deal, fuck it. Go to
Yeah.
Indiana. Fuck it.
Give Pritzker and the state the ultimate FU.
Yeah.
by-
Double
by
birds.
doing that. Yeah,
Double
exactly.
bird. Just see ya.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
Fucking assholes.
the moving trucks would have fuck Pritzker as a bumper sticker on them as they're leaving town.
Yeah.
So,
And you think Illinois voters won't think of that? Because there go all the jobs.
yeah. All the construction jobs,
Yeah.
all the in-house jobs for the stadium, all that revenue for when a Super Bowl comes. Because if you build a new stadium, you're guaranteed a Super Bowl in what, like 3 years
Right.
of
Yep.
it being built. So it just, it's a, I just don't get it, man. Like, holy shit. You know, the Super Bowl comes, you saw what the draft did, and that's a fraction of
Right.
what the Super Bowl would bring you.
Yeah. And not to mention again all the other events that you mentioned,
Mhm.
concerts and Final
Sure.
Fours and fucking
Yeah.
you name it. Pearl
know-
Jam, the whole shit.
Yeah, you know they're dying to get out of Lucas Oil Stadium for a lot of this stuff for the Big Ten and the NFL. Hell, that might be the new stadium for the Combine because it's even more centrally located, and it's next to a major hub for an airport and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the Bears' success this season, I think, has probably put some pressure on because
Sure.
if I remember the words of a one Lori Lightfoot when she told the Bears, "Oh, you don't need to worry about no stadium. You need to worry about putting a good team on the field."
Yeah.
Well, I know she's not the mayor anymore, but like, well, now we got the team. So
Lord,
you want to put the shiny new toys in a shiny new toy box, yeah? So, but and they're going to ruin it for the fans. Again, the government is just going to ruin it for Bears fans because the stadium's never going to get done as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we can't have nice things too, government. Thank you,
No, we can't. No.
jerks.
Okay, you just pay your fucking taxes and be happy.
Yeah, and then when they keep going up and up, you just smile and take it. Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Govern me harder, Daddy. Govern me harder. Again, wrong show. But that's the
Right.
stadium talk. That's where that'll get you. Because unfortunately, you got to talk politics when you're talking
Yeah.
about this fucking stadium. Oh,
just-
okay.
Pride, ego, put it aside. Listen, man, there's a lot of money to be made by a lot of people.
Right.
And then it's greed that one person's not getting a bigger piece of the pie.
Right.
So,
Right. The fucking shakedown.
yeah. All right, let's talk some football, huh? Enough stadium politics, but there was a ton of information out there. If you guys are looking for additional info, listen to Waddle and Sylvie's interview with the Arlington Heights mayor. Very, very knowledgeable guy. The Arlington Heights mayor is a architect by trade, so he's used to dealing with these big structures and everything. Super knowledgeable, talked about it, not even from the Chicago side, but also the Arlington Heights side. Very good piece of information there if you guys are looking for more on that. So, what do you want to hit? Coaching or rumor mill next?
Well, we could talk like a little bit about I want to make sure I drive this message home about so we'll go coaching. But for me, the big shocker was out of all the coaches I thought we were going to get poached from our coaching staff, I didn't think Declan Doyle.
Yeah.
He gets
Those-
hired as the Giants offensive coordinator, and I'm like, isn't this a bit premature? The kid,
Baltimore's OC.
oh yeah, I'm sorry,
You're-
Baltimore,
you're-
not the Giants.
You're tipping your hand at what else you want to talk to. We'll talk about later.
That's right, I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, Declan Doyle, Baltimore's OC, like he was before he came here, he was a tight ends coach in Denver, right? And everybody's saying, "Hey, this kid's arrow's pointing up, and he's a bright
Mhm.
kid and smart and the whole thing." And I liked him from what I saw. What he spoke a lot this season, but he was an OC in name only. He was not calling plays. This is not his playbook. He was probably just a right hand man,
Mhm.
an information guy for Ben Johnson. So as Ben Johnson's on the field calling plays, Declan Doyle's position was up in the booth watching, looking down on the field. So yeah, coach, again, yeah, they're disguising, their zero blitz by showing cover two shell, blah blah blah, and giving them all the
Yeah.
intel that Ben needs to know while he calls the plays. So to get hired as an OC, like, dude, like, I wish you luck, kiddo. I really do. But I'm not expecting much because I'd be shocked if you're ready.
Yeah.
You forced it and Baltimore rushed it, my opinion.
It's a young staff that Baltimore has put together. I actually kind of have everything that they have hired so far. When I was looking for like the coaching vacancies. So obviously we know that they hired Jesse Minter, the D coordinator from I almost called them San Diego, the Chargers, um, who was also part of that Michigan tree, came from that Michigan national championship. Then they hired offensive coordinator Declan Doyle, which we all know, which we were talking about, and then defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver. I believe Anthony Weaver was an assistant to Jesse with the Chargers. I think it was part of his staff. So he gets a promotion. And then running backs coach Eddie Faulkner. Not familiar with who that would be. So that's who they ended up bringing in. It's a young crew with a veteran roster. So let's see, what they could do. Plenty of talent over there. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I mean, listen, the kid gets a promotion to call plays. If he wants to be a head coach sometime, that's the next step for him. And then, head coaching possibly in the future. So I get why he did it. I just, like you were talking about, I don't know if the timing was right for the kid or just how much more he could have learned if he
Right.
stayed. But
Probably could have learned a lot,
yeah, I would think.
because again, calling plays it's an art form. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the sequencing and the making things look the same, but they're actually different. It's a special niche. And okay, if you thought you learned that in one season, I mean, bravo, kiddo. Bravo.
Yeah, I think a lot of us thought Antoine Randall might be on people's radars.
So him
So
and the other one, Al Harris.
Al Harris, right,
And
who
it's
has
looking like,
taken plenty of interviews, but
yeah, looks like
yeah,
they're staying.
yeah. So, which awesome, right? So can't wait.
Yes. I didn't want to see any coaches go, but
Yeah.
I guess Declan Doyle and Eric Bieniemy we'll make do without those guys.
Mhm.
I guess we'll talk about Declan Doyle's. I think we interviewed a couple guys. Have we interviewed a couple guys?
Yeah. So I know they interviewed the guy, the passing coordinator from the Cardinals.
Right.
Gosh, I can picture his picture, but his name is escaping me right now. And then they were looking at one of their internal candidates, who has been compared to Shane Waldron, and I was like, what? If you watched Harrison Graham's, Taylor is the young kid's name. Him and Waldron kind of flip flop from the Jags and the Bears type of thing. So, but yeah, so if you got the list that you're pulling up who they've interviewed, I've heard rumors that they might interview Cliff Kingsbury, though I have a feeling he might return to the college game. We'll see.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Like, should the Bears interview Cliff Kingsbury? I'm like, no, actually.
Yeah.
He's too, I think he's too overqualified for to be Ben Johnson's little
Yeah.
coffee maker.
Yeah.
And also, isn't he too like this with Caleb? He's going to all the work that Ben Johnson did to get Caleb to where he's
Yeah.
at. You bring in Cliff Kingsbury, and there goes
Right back to the USC days.
you're
right?
going to gum up the works. Don't bring him here. No.
Yeah.
So Connor Sanger is
Yes.
the offensive. Was their pass game
Coordinator.
specialist
Oh, okay.
for
not even
Arizona
coordinator.
Cardinals. Which again, this is a bump up for you, kiddo. You'll learn. But they're considering also a quarterbacks coach, JT Barrett.
Okay, internal.
They're also considering Antoine Randall and passing game coordinator Press Taylor. Right. So
Yeah.
Randall he's assistant head coach. That's don't knock him down a peg.
Well, he'd probably have both at that point. So
yeah.
But yeah.
But we'll see where that goes. I'm sure I trust Ben to know what he wants in that kind of position. So I'm sure they'll pick the right guy.
I'm sure he has plenty of contacts through all of his years of coaching and everything else as well. So
yeah.
Just kind of scrolling through some of these other coaching hires. Once we're done talking about the Bears, we should just kind of go through this. A lot of these names, some I recognize, and I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah.
And other names I've never even heard of.
So this was not a good year for coaches in terms of you needing a coach. The pack is very thin.
Oh, there's just so many openings. Right?
There was a lot of openings and not good coaches available.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
Baltimore was stupid to fire Harbaugh. That was dumb. But whatever. You had one bad year.
Yeah.
You had one bad year.
They missed the play. They've had the roster to make the Super Bowl. They've had a 2-time MVP. Okay. Hey, listen, if you want to shake the bottle, you just did. So, all right. Same thing with Pittsburgh, right?
Pittsburgh too, but at least Tomlin walked away.
Yeah.
They didn't fire him, even though maybe he was on some sort of hot seat, maybe.
Yeah, with upper management. Yeah, I think so.
Well, we could do that. We're already segueing into that.
All right. So let's start with it, okay? So teams with coaching hires. Let's start with the Cardinals, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Head coach, they hired Matt LaFleur's brother, Mike LaFleur, the offensive coordinator from the Rams.
From the Rams, yeah.
Hopefully to bring a little bit of McVay magic.
Mm-hmm.
And their offensive coordinator, we've heard this name, Nathaniel Hackett.
Really?
Is Aaron Rodgers signing a 1-year deal with the Cardinals?
He might.
Is that what this is saying? Yeah. It isn't official yet, but he is set to be hired. So, yeah, after previously expected to be a QB's coach in Miami. Instant reactions. Cardinals are going to be bad again.
They're going to high draft pick.
Another 3 years, and they're going to suck still. So,
yeah. Well, so are they sticking with Kyler Murray? Could be a important factor.
All things are saying no there. When Kyler Murray was healthy, he was losing out to Jacoby Brissett. So,
yeah, that kid had work ethic issues.
Yeah, a little bit too much Madden, literally. So who knows? I mean, they are drafting a little bit higher this year. Maybe they go quarterback. Don't know. So Pittsburgh Steelers hire head coach Mike McCarthy. Reactions on that?
There's no more tread on those tires.
Isn't that the same move? You hired the white version of
you hired
Tomlin.
You hired the white Tomlin.
Yeah.
Tomlinson.
Something tells me that old Mike McCarthy's going to break that cycle of 10+ year head coaches in Pittsburgh. So,
Yeah.
just a
White
thought.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
You just hired mediocrity. So good luck with that. Mediocrity doesn't get you anywhere.
I wish old Chris Burr was on here tonight. I'd love to see what he thought about this because he still wanted him in Dallas.
Yeah, I was going to say he probably loves to hire, actually.
Yeah, so you're going to put Mike McCarthy in a franchise that has no quarterback and has to try to draft one in the middle of the first round towards the end. Yeah, he does have a hell of a resume, and it's not all good. That's for sure. After he left Green Bay, it's not been good. He's got a street up in Green Bay named after him, and that's about as far as he's gotten.
Ooh.
So one Lombardi, right? With one of the best quarterbacks in our generation. One Lombardi. So
yeah. I do have to say, while we're in the middle of this, I just want to say, how about this, Bears fans, for once? This is an off season. We ain't having any of these fucking conversations.
I know.
Like, we're sitting here like, no, we're good. We are so good.
We are in year 2 of, keeping this thing rolling, baby. No reset button here.
God, because like for the last 20 years, it seems like, should we fire this coach? Yeah, fuck yeah, we should fire this coach. Yeah. And then who's out there? Who are we going to hire for the coach? I don't know.
Who are we going to sign as a free agent quarterback? Yeah. Who should we draft? That Mitch Trubisky kid looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's trade up for him.
He showed up in a Toyota. So we like that.
He's the salt of the earth type of guy. After that, man, I want Caleb Williams pulling up in a Ferrari, coming out throwing darts and lasers all over the place.
Yeah. Fadeaways, jump throws and shit. Oh my God. For once, man, we don't have to answer these ridiculous questions. So we have a different set of questions, but they're not as heavy. Contracts. We covered it last episode. All the contracts that are due and who's staying, who's going, and that whole thing. We got the quarterback and we got the coach.
Yeah.
/OC. Like, you know what? You work those contracts out. Don't worry about it. I don't think you can make the defense any worse.
No.
Right? So, although I shouldn't have just put that out into the universe, but
well, it doesn't get much worse than like the 25th ranked defense. So
right, yeah.
Hey, you're right. There's 7 slots to move, but
it's got to be it's got to go up from here, right?
Yeah, that's the only way it can go, really.
But yeah, back to the coaches. Hey, there was a familiar face that was hired. Didn't get a head coaching job. I thought he was going to be working at McDonald's, actually. But Matt Nagy.
Yeah, in the headlines.
That's right. Gets hired. A lateral move. How about that, Nags? You went from OC in KC to OC and for the Giants. How do you like that?
Well, I mean, technically he went from unemployed to, yeah, he didn't have a position. His contract was up. Unemployed to OC.
Now, this is interesting because what the fuck was Harbaugh thinking?
Yeah.
It's lack of options. Is that what this was? Lack of options. Like he saw all the available candidates and was like, yeah, it's like picking when we had to pick teammates for a pickup game and all the good players are picked and it's your pick and you're like, yeah, all right, Nagy, come on. Fuck it. All right, fine. I'll hire Nagy.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of interesting stuff on there, right? So obviously the Giants have Jackson Dart, right? They drafted him late first round last year.
Nagy
and ESPN was talking about Nagy's track record with young QBs, Mitch Trubisky and Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky's QBR was like 58.
Ooh.
Justin Fields even worse. So he has zero track record in developing young quarterbacks.
Right.
Are you going to give the credit of Patrick Mahomes to Matt Nagy?
No.
Probably not. That's probably
No.
more of an Andy Reid thing.
Yes.
So yeah, so you just look at what he did with the Bears quarterbacks. Sorry, Jackson Dart, you will probably be on the Jets in 3 or 4 years. Sorry to break that to you. So
Shake the magic 8-ball.
yeah, I should. Will Jackson Dart be on the Jets? I need
All
to get one of
signs?
those from all signs point to yes. I need to get one of those for next year. I will get a magic 8-ball and I will ask it several questions during the season. Yeah, so but to kind of prove my point, if we jump back to Pittsburgh, offensive coordinator Brian Angelicio.
Yep.
Any,
Yeah. Who?
yeah. Defensive coordinator Patrick Graham. Huh? Special teams coordinator Danny Crossman. That one I'll give myself a pass for not knowing special team coordinators. But the
Any
Jets,
of these guys.
yeah. So the Jets fired their OC and DC under the regime of Aaron Glenn, right?
Mhm.
Offensive coordinator Frank Reich. A name that we at least heard of.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think we tie very good things to that name.
No.
No. Defensive coordinator Brian Duker. Nobody.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, former head coach in Indian Carolina. Jets hired Duker as their new defensive coordinator on January 28th. Duker was previously the Dolphins pass game coordinator and secondary coach. Okay, cool.
It's a
The Giants. Obviously, Harbaugh, great hire.
sure.
He's in for a rude awakening, going from probably the best run organization in Baltimore to the straight dumpster fire of the New York Giants.
All right. What's the
Culture
over under? Let's set the over under. How many games will it take for Nagy to be fired by Harbaugh?
You
That
think
is
it's-
not a good pairing.
No.
It's not. It's not going to work. But the over under, I'm going to say, you know what? I'll give him 1 season.
Okay. So he's
I
going to
bet-
make it through year one.
He's going to make it through year 1, and then at the end of the season, when they come in dead last, Harbaugh's going to be like, beat it. Just get the fuck out of here. Get out of
Listen,
my face.
I don't want Club Dub in my locker room anymore
No.
because we only had Club Dub 2 times this year. So,
And this coffee you make, it's shit.
yeah,
I don't know what kind of coffee you were making, Mahomes, but this ain't it.
I take 2 fucking sugars, Nagy.
That's right. Till the spoon stands up.
Not 3, not 1, 2.
Because like Harbaugh's like he's, I don't know, he's quirky, right? He's big ego. He's maniacal. He and it just like
Just-
Nagy
yeah.
is. I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't
It's not
know.
gonna work.
Like I think they have a very different philosophy on how they handle players. But maybe you need that. Maybe you need the yin and the yang. And if so, then they nailed it. But
Sure, Ditka, Buddy Ryan.
yeah,
Somehow it worked. But these guys have to work together. No, is Harbaugh? He's an offensive guy or is he a defensive guy?
he
Is
was a
Harbaugh.
special teams guy. Watch the
Watch the
Giants
Gi-
be good on a
in the
doink.
midst of playoffs, doink. Double doink.
Yeah, triple doink. Let's add another one in there.
Nagy in one of their first meetings is going to go, can we sign a veteran? I want to sign some old guy who's all washed up to run my offense.
I've worked with Justin Field before. So their defensive coordinator that the Giants brought on, Denard Wilson.
Denard Wilson. Why do I know this name? Was he on the 91 Tecmo Bowl rosters? Was he on a team?
Yeah, maybe.
Denard.
I'm seeing if it
Denard
says
Wilson?
former Titans defensive coordinator Wilson, who is being hired. So he's at least got DC coordinator experience.
Okay.
Speaking of the Titans, head coach Robert Saleh gets another gig pretty much right away.
Yeah.
Right? 1 year, he steps back and then right back into it for Tennessee. Offensive coordinator Brian Dable. Interesting pairing. I could see why they did it to help coach up a young Cam.
Yeah,
Ward.
Cam Ward. Yeah.
So they got pieces there. Can Dable, start molding this kid? I don't know.
I like Dable.
Pretty raw.
I've always liked him. I just it's one of those things where you say this about certain guys. Oh, he's a great OC, but was not a good head coach. Oh, he was a great DC, not a great head coach. I like Daboll. I just don't think he was a good head coach.
Well, he won Coach of the Year his first year.
Yeah.
When they actually had a team around him.
I was going to say with who did he win it with?
Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes.
Yeah. So, speaking of Danny Dimes,
see how good he was in Indy.
Yeah. Because I think Colts only had him on a 1-year deal.
Really?
So, I think so. On a prove-it deal. I think he's going to have to see what happens after the injury.
Yeah, I was going to say he was proving it pretty damn good, and then the injury happened.
Defensive coordinator Gus Bradley, who was the doesn't say where he came from, but I feel like I know that name, Gus Bradley. So he might have been like a DC one other time or something. And then the Ravens. We talked about them real quick. Jesse Minter, Declan Doyle, Anthony Weaver, and Eddie Faulkner as the running backs coach. So speaking of coaching staffs getting rated, Jeff Hafley, from my understanding, most of these guys that he brought on were all from the Packers. So they went through a lot of coaching staff turnover as well. So Jeff Hafley, being the Packers DC, is now running the Miami Dolphins. Hired John Eric Sullivan as their new GM. The Dolphins did there. So defensive coordinator Sean Dugan, which I believe worked under Hafley in Green Bay. And then special teams coordinator Chris Tabor. Okay, cool. Good. Those aren't official yet, but they're expecting to be hired.
We had Tabes for a minute, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, absolutely.
That name sounds so damn familiar. I tell you what, so here in this whole crop, okay, so like this is a whole fresh crop of some new coaches, some new blood out there. Okay, I'm interested to see how it all pans out for all these guys.
Yeah. The Raiders, 49ers, let's go to them. They hired Raheem Morris as the DC to cover Saleh's position. Raiders are rumored to be going all in on Clint Kubiak, who is the Seahawks offensive coordinator, so that won't be announced until after the Super Bowl.
Right.
But that's a staff in disarray. That whole roster's in disarray.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Hopefully some defensive ends want to go ahead and jump ship.
Max Crosby.
You got something in your throat, dude.
Yeah.
Drink some more tea.
A frog is stuck in there. Max.
Yeah. Again, huh? Max Crosby.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, right? And then the Bills, man, wholesale changes there. Shipped out their head coach. Joe Brady gets promoted from DC, which is interesting to me, seeing how they have Josh Allen. Um, Pete Carmichael gets the OC. Jim Leonard, so people around the Green Bay organization really wanted this kid. He's from Wisconsin. Was a DC for Wisconsin, was supposed to be next in line for the head coach down there, and he got kind of hosed. And their Wisconsin's head coach right now is about ready to be hung from a tree, especially after he got an extension. And then a couple, Jeff Rogers, the special teams coordinator, and Bo Hardegree for quarterbacks coach. So not a whole lot going on there. The Atlanta Falcons. President of football, Matt Ryan, unfortunately, we know this a little bit too well, based on the screwing over of the Chicago Bears, losing some comp picks for the GM and Ian Cunningham going over there. Should have been 2 third-round comp picks. They hire head coach Kevin Stefanski, a retread from Cleveland.
Yep.
Tommy Reese as their OC. And then the special teams coordinator, Craig Ackerman. So, yeah.
Myles Garrett, come on down.
Come on down, yeah. Demand that trade again in the offseason.
Yeah.
So, Philly signed Sean Mannion as their OC, who was formerly the Green Bay Packers QB coach. So that's another person. So
You're
Jordan
right.
Love's right-hand man, gone.
So Packers are got a lot of vacancies to fill.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Exactly. Cleveland Browns go with Todd Monken, former Ravens offensive coordinator. I feel bad for anybody going to that organization. God.
Yeah.
The Chargers hire Mike McDaniel as their OC. So the Miami drug lord goes to Los Angeles. I'm dying to see how his look changes. Do you see like his before and after of Mike McDaniels when he got to Miami and when he left?
Yeah.
Just looks like a shady Cubano drug dealer, man. I loved it. So,
Or looked like he was hitting a bottle again.
yeah.
Somebody fell off the horse.
That wagon backed up and ran over him, huh? He's graduated from alcohol to the Mexican Maui Wowie. Bam, bam.
Cocaina.
Right? Yeah. Chargers. They had some openings. They got them filled. Like we said, Mike McDaniel, Chris O'Leary as the DC. The Commanders. So Cliff Kingsbury is out as OC. I don't know if his contract ended or what the deal was there, but they bring in David Blau. So who was an assistant quarterbacks coach for the Commanders.
Okay.
And then the D coordinator is Durante Jones, who was the Vikings DB coach. Speaking of the Vikings, how did Frazier not get a head coaching gig? Their DC.
Don't know.
Like,
is he under contract or something, or he doesn't?
Yeah,
maybe he doesn't want to leave.
He interviewed for a ton of spots. Like,
Oh, he did.
he would have seemed to be like the next prototypical Steelers head coach, and they didn't go that route.
Didn't he have he's got a blemish in his resume. He was a head coach somewhere, wasn't he? Miami?
You're right.
And he
basically
really
shit
the bed
out.
really bad.
Yeah. You're
So
right.
that could be a
What
major
was
red
that?
flag. It's something, and there was some shit going on. It was more than just the team sucked.
Yeah, there
something
was
else, the players didn't like him. It was a whole bunch
Yeah.
of things.
There was something to where like other head coaches were coming to his aid to like back him up. But you're right. There is definitely something that was brewing for that. Ah, man, was that him? Leslie Frazier?
No, it wasn't.
No.
Leslie Frazier was the DC in Buffalo
Yeah.
who had an abrupt exit. Who the Vikings? What's his name? Frazier.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I thought so. Flores.
Thank you, Flores.
Yeah. So
He's the guy who had
Brian Flores, yes. I don't know why I kept saying Frazier, but huh. Oh, Brian Flores class action lawsuit against the NFL for alleging
That was
systemic
it.
racial discrimination.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yes. Okay.
So you can't try to sue your employer and still think you're gonna have a fruitful career afterward.
Okay. Yes. Packers hired Jonathan Gannon, Arizona's previous head coach. Christian Parker took the DC for the Cowboys. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Zach Robinson as their OC. Danny Smith as their special teams coordinator. Chandler Whitmore as a QB's coach for Baker. Kansas City, Eric Bieniemy, we know that one pretty well.
Mhm.
Um,
Which again, solid hire.
Yeah.
All these guys though, like this is all fresh meat on the
yeah,
market. Like this is gonna be a shit show next season.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting, right?
Yeah, I
The
can't wait.
Floose is still out there. Somebody needs a DC.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Green Bay.
yeah. No,
No,
they
they
already
hired-
hired somebody.
Yeah.
I'd love to get the Floose in Green Bay, man.
The Floose ain't getting no job, man.
Yeah,
He ain't getting a job. That might have been his last. He should go to college.
maybe.
Go,
I think he just hangs them up.
I had to think about that after I said that. I was like,
Did we see that Munkin throw Schwartz under the bunts? As in Jim Schwartz, the current DC of Cleveland? I did not. Michael, if you want to, expand on that, please do, man. Have not seen anything on that. But just a ton of firing. There's so much turnover, and maybe it's just because we're tracking it this year. But man, it just seems like there was a ton of it. So I don't know, man. It's interesting. You pulling up the Munkin and Schwartz deal?
I'm trying to get some context here. Yeah. Let's see. While some, including comments in a Browns fan forum, suggested this move was a form of the organization throwing a respected veteran coach under the bus. There's fallout from a coaching search decision where the runner-up chooses to leave.
This is funny. If you see, Munkin said he never had a game plan for Schwartz's defense.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about as bad as it would get. So, whew.
That's good.
Yeah,
Some
very
shit
interesting.
talking.
Yeah, like, not good, man, not good. So, way to go, way to set the tone in your building, right? Like, yeah, the other coach who's here, he fucking sucked.
That organization is just a dumpster fire.
I I don't know, man. Like, what are you doing? They drafted all these quarterbacks and they still don't know who's going to be the number one.
Yeah,
So,
they had like 8 in their spring training. Wasn't that some ridiculous? They had like 8 or 9 quarterbacks.
well, they still
That-
got Deshaun Watson. My bad.
Yeah,
You're
but
paying the guy.
but Shador made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, they're going to bench their Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowl quarterback,
Eh,
Shador Sanders. You're gonna bench him,
He
even though
picked
he's.
up,
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say he picked up right where he left off
In the
against
Pro
the
Bowl?
Bears in the Pro Bowl flag game.
You
throwing
saw
2
that?
picks. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kevin Byard got a pick 6, and then
Yeah.
Nashawn also got him a pick in the back of the end zone. I was like, "Yep, that's your Pro Bowl quarterback there. Good
That's the
job."
Shador we know. The Shador that was better than Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna go all out for Garrett. Yeah.
They should.
If he wants out.
Yeah.
If he wants out, and they're gonna say fine, we'll try to see if we can get a trade. It's gonna take somebody to go all out. 3 number ones. I know we talked about this a couple months ago, but it's gonna take a lot of capital to get that man on your roster.
If he puts the full court press on, though, somebody might want to just be like, listen, we need to get this noise out of the building. But yeah, they're going to want something to try to rebuild that franchise again. And I just, as being a Bears fan, like I get that cycle, but they don't even have that one like breakout year. They never have that, right?
Right.
It just, they almost made the playoffs with Baker. I think they were 1 game away and then run him out of town. So
Ridiculous.
yeah.
Ridiculous. Speaking of Garrett, I get I'm that Bears fan. I'm this guy where I see footage of Max Crosby, we'll say. He's the most recent. So, right, he's on a podcast and they're like, "Hey, what'd you think about Caleb?" And he's like, "Yo, Caleb's like, he's that guy, man. He's that dude. Like, he was fights and this and that." When you start watching the footage, I'm like, he's gonna be a Bear. He's gonna be a Bear. You know,
he just said it. He said it himself. Yeah.
I'm that guy. And then Garrett did the same thing after we played the Browns, and they asked him about Caleb, and of course, it's the right thing to do. You're just like, oh yeah, he's hella talented, crazy throws. I mean, he's gonna be something one day. That's it. Garrett wants to come to Chicago.
Yeah. Come on now, buddy.
Be a Bear.
We'll unretire 95 if it's retired.
Fucking
No
hey.
problem. Richard Dent will do it with his blessing. I guarantee it.
But yeah, we ain't got the money. We don't have the capital. We don't have the draft stock. We don't have and I'm starting to, what I'm trying to do, and I will do this all through the off season. I'm trying to just
temper your expectations.
Yes, there it is.
Okay.
That's the phrase. We're not getting Max Crosby. It's not happening. Look, we're gonna make it work with Dio Dengbo. Okay, we're gonna make it work.
Like I come to that realization myself. Like all the fantasy talk and everything is over, and the realistic talk is we signed Trey Hendrickson for a 2-year deal, or the backup plan is if Hendrickson doesn't want to come here, is get Khalil Mack on a 1-year deal for
that's
12,
about the best we're
$12
gonna
million.
do.
So,
I agree. That's if we're pulling any deals in the offseason for an edge rusher, it's going to be one of those two.
Yeah. And this year,
oh my God, Michael, dude, don't even put that out in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that fucking kid from Michigan and Hutchinson on one side and Crosby on the other? Nah, I quit.
Yeah.
I quit. I'll quit the show.
Like,
I will
no
stop
thanks.
doing the Everything Bears show.
Mhm.
Just
And
for
it's
that
Lions week.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
They're like the spoiled kid who always gets the shiny new toy. Yeah. Yes, so I hope not. Now
It's actually, oh no, really? It's already
Jeez.
being rumored? Crosby to Detroit? Come on.
let's crank up the Bears rumor then. Let's see if we can counteract this.
Let's see if we can start our own
Yeah. Well, Miles Garrett and Max Crosby coming to the Bears.
Oh, hey, yeah. We're gonna give up Dio Dangbo
Yeah.
with Montez
Montez
Sweat
and DJ
and
Moore and
oh,
we're gonna get
DJ
those guys.
Moore
Yeah.
and 3 number ones.
Mhm.
Those group of players and that stock of draft capital to divvy it out between those 2 teams. It's
Mhm.
gonna be a 3-team trade deal.
Yeah.
And with the Bears end up with Max Crosby and Miles Garrett.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start
Speaking of-
going on Twitter and start bombing that
Yeah.
everywhere.
Speaking of DJ Moore, more and more rumors swirling around him that he's going to be moved in the offseason.
Yeah, I heard what's her name talk about that. Carmi V,
Yeah.
the girl, the brunette with the straight hair, she had said that, and I was like, no.
Saturday morning inspection threw it out there. ESPN, I think, has rumored it out there. So there's a lot of talk, and I think they're just coming to the same conclusion that we did last season, right? He's the aging prospect in there. We're so young, talented, and locked up for several years that he's a piece that could be on the move.
Right.
Right. Okay. I get where people are making that connection because we made that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Before the trade deadline. But
Yep.
he stayed during the trade deadline.
Yes.
And at that point, the Bears were a serious contender. If they didn't move him then, I don't know if they'd move him now.
I don't think they're moving him now. I don't think they're gonna. But I'll accept that as fate if he does get moved. But I don't think they're gonna. I would sooner see them get rid of Montez Sweat before they get rid of DJ.
Yeah. I saw like a value comp for DJ Moore on one that said if you trade DJ Moore and your second round pick, which is what, like 57 or something like that, you could get back a second round pick swap with a team who's ahead of you, plus a third, plus a fifth, I think.
Ooh.
So would you do that
No.
for second round pick swap? An extra third? No. Okay. Just
No.
Just saying.
Those
Gives
aren't
you-
good rounds for Ryan Poles.
Yeah.
A second
Gives you
round,
another
yeah,
bite
but
at the
those
apple.
later ones, no. I wouldn't get rid of DJ for that.
It would
I'd-
depend. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if obviously D tackle and D end are an area of focus. Is there going to be anybody there who you would rather have in the third round compared to DJ Moore at D tackle that would change the dynamic of your team that much? I don't think so.
Right.
I think if you were to move him, you leverage him for as much as you can, maybe a good player in return. I don't know.
That's the way I'm looking at it. Like to get rid of DJ and maybe like go with a pick. I want a player of his value at defensive line.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the defensive line. That's the only way. Don't trade because you want to move up in the draft. Don't trade him for that shit. Don't do it. You know what you got with DJ. We saw it all year. I can't make the case for the guy enough. Nah.
So if you're talking Max Crosby to Detroit, they have to be thinking that window is starting to close already.
Yeah.
I would think Detroit's window realistically is probably the next 2 to 3 years. Because then I think at that point they got to start re-signing some of these guys that will command big money.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So-
So in Montgomery, to me, although he's looked great and stuff, he's getting long in the tooth. David Montgomery is.
Well,
You're gonna
Gibbs
have
was
to
just-
sign. You're gonna have to sign Jahmyr Gibbs.
Mhm.
They did already just break off Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to break off Aiden Hutchinson.
They just redid his deal.
Did they?
Well, did they? Hold on, let me double check that because I think he's still on his rookie deal, but I thought
I
they
think he's still on
extended
his.
him.
I think he's on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
And you're not going to 5th-year option him.
Well, yeah, you will, but you'll already have an extension in place,
Oh,
right? Because, I mean, realistically, we might hear. Yeah, so Aiden Hutchinson signed a 4-year, $180 million contract
Oh.
extension on October 29th. So the deal includes 141 million guaranteed. Yeah. So he's with the club until 2030.
woo!
So yeah. Yep.
How are they going to pull off a Max Crosby?
Well, this contract is backloaded like a lot of them. When you see that much guaranteed money, so his cap hit in 2026 is only 10.1 million.
Oh my God!
Yeah, for the 2026 season, and then in the future it jumps up to 30 million. So like if they're gonna do it, they would probably murk Crosby out for a year and get him in next year, or try to restructure and go from there. So
Wow!
and 50 million in 2029. Holy shit.
Come on!
Yeah, it jumps
That's
from 30
quarterback
million
money.
in 27 and 28 to 50 million in 29. Oof.
But they do that shit on purpose, right?
Yeah.
So
Because by then the salary cap has gone up.
well, that and they'll
75
just go, "Hey,
million.
can we sit? We're going to go ahead and
Yeah.
renegotiate and
Let's
play."
convert this into bonus money or signing
Yeah,
bonus,
correct. So
which is what the Bears are going to do this year. They're going to be able to restructure contracts and pick up, to the point where they probably have 75 to 85 million
yeah,
under the cap, even though they're like 20 million over it right now. That's
Man.
just what you do.
correct.
It's a common practice. So,
Ooh-wee.
yeah, not good. So, yeah, I would say with the contracts, and I don't know the Lions as well, obviously, as we do the Bears, but that window's got to be shrinking fairly quickly. I would say 3 years. This upcoming season plus 2, and it's going to get really tough for the Lions because now you're talking about an aged Jared Goff, who's
Uh-huh.
probably would have to sign a bigger deal as well. I think he just recently signed a bigger deal too. 4-year. That's a lot of zeros, guys. Come on. 4-year, $212 million extension in May of 2024. So they're paying his ass $53 million a year. Good gravy.
And the Lions hired Drew Petzing as their new OC. Watch out now.
So in 2026, unless golf restructures, $69.6 million against the cap.
Oof.
Golf, come in here.
Yeah, hey.
We got to talk. Bring your agent and a calculator. Yeah.
And a pencil with an eraser.
Yeah. Make sure it's one of those fancy graphing ones. Don't be playing no snake on it. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It will be kind of interesting to see what happens in the old NFC North. It's going to get very interesting, right?
It's a really good time to be a Bears fan.
It is. Especially, it tells you, though, that the Bears need to bring home some hardware within the next 3 years.
Yeah.
You got to get one while he's on his rookie deal, right?
It would be best to try to get one on his rookie deal.
Maybe not best, the easiest, right? And then after that, now you're hoping that the NFL just starts making bank and that salary cap starts going up. So the ideal situation when Caleb comes off of his rookie deal is you got him locked in for like 6 years for 60 million, right? Because he's probably going to demand that type of money, if not
Yeah.
more. And then the salary cap goes up to where 60 million doesn't seem like all that much anymore.
Right, where that's the norm. Oh yeah, quarterbacks, they make
Yeah,
60 million.
Yeah, quarterbacks are 60 mil guys. So I think Patrick Mahomes like kind of blew the market away at 45 million. Now he's like in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
All the guys that signed last year were signing for 55 plus a year. Dak was 60. Good old Jerry Jones. The way to show the rest of the NFL how not to do it.
Insane.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We'll definitely get to those bridges when we get there. I can't wait this whole offseason. It's kind of the NFL's great. This is like the month of downtime, but then when the draft starts, that's it. Because after the draft, you bring the rookies in April. You're putting them, or the draft's in April. That following month, you got the rookies in, mandatory rookie camp. And that's it, man. Ball's rolling.
Yep.
You know?
And what, a month before that, free agency opens? End of March?
In March, yeah, March 11th. Yeah.
So it's not going to be as sexy as it was last year in free agency.
No.
I guarantee you that. But that's an opportunity to improve this defense fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. And they're going to need to.
Yeah.
Because, again, our defensive line was just, again, horrible.
I would not be surprised with the Khalil Mack reunion for 1 year. That would not surprise me.
I wouldn't hate it.
I
wouldn't hate it. It's an absolute upgrade from Daiwa Dengbo.
Well,
whatever Daiwa Dengbo was,
yeah,
he's not coming back that player with that injury.
And he's probably not going to be back at the beginning of the year either. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
I think you're right. I think
he's probably going to start on the pup or whatever, So
yeah. So yeah. So we'll
see
when we get there.
Yeah. And then Booker and whoever, you have a 3-man rotation: Booker, Sweat, and free agent and or trade candidate. Staying optimistic.
Or rookie draft pick.
Right. Or rookie rookie draft pick. Hopefully it's an and rookie draft pick. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, we'll cross all those bridges as the news comes in. We'll be covering it. We'll be here for you, speculating all that. We have one last topic to go over before we sign out of here. There's a Super Bowl this weekend.
Oh, there is?
I didn't know either. I was like, is that this weekend?
Wait a minute.
Because it's almost like when the Bears season is over, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. That's it.
Yeah.
Checking out. I'm going to keep talking about Bears and forget that the season's continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we all know matchup Seattle Patriots. I don't know. I don't have too much data to talk about the two teams other than the eye test. Okay, I've seen both teams play football. That Seattle defense is disgusting. Just filthy, nasty, fast, physical, all over the fucking place. They've got ballers on all 3 levels of that defense.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots are going to have their hands full.
Yeah, I think this young QB is really going to have to process an awful lot awful quick. And listen, on the flip side of this, I know we talked about kind of what the Patriots schedule was, but you look at the gauntlet that they ran in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It definitely would have helped Drake May get ready for this game.
Right. To play Denver's defense, right?
Denver's, yeah. They played Houston's defense, which
Yeah.
was considered to be the best in the NFL. Who they play in their first matchup? Geez. Has it really been that long here?
Did they?
No, they had the first round bye,
Right.
and then they played the Texans and then the Broncos. So okay, we're not skipping anybody.
Yeah. I was like, I think they got a bye.
Yeah, yeah.
Their
So
record was so fucking good.
yeah, they were 14-3.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
uh-huh.
That's crazy. I would not have called that one.
Yeah, me neither. But I think this is where the youth of Drake May shows up. Sam Darnold, you can say what you want about him. Playoff Sam has proven something, I think, so far. And I think he's got enough in him to be able to score on this defense. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but I think they'll be able to score enough points. So I'm leaning towards Seattle on this one. I am not a fan really of either of these teams. So I really have zero dogs in the fight here.
Yeah. Samesies.
So, in years past, I had Kansas City in the playoffs. So we watched them, followed them pretty closely. That was my AFC team for the longest time, still is. My number 2, well behind the Bears, but still.
Seattle's 4.5-point favorites.
Yeah, the line's been pretty consistent. So New England's defense has played pretty well in this postseason, but Drake May has turned the ball over a ton, and that defense has covered up for him. He's fumbled a lot. So I think that's where the matchup's going to be, is how well will Drake May handle the defense. You look at Drake May's number, and granted, they were playing in a blizzard in the second half. But that game against the Broncos, 10 for 21 for 86 yards, sacked 5 times. So yeah, not a very good day. 10 rushes for 65 yards and a touchdown. That was the lone touchdown that they scored that game. And yeah, defense was able to get 3 turnovers to kind of keep the Broncos out of the win column there.
Apparently, both teams really like to run the ball. However, the Seahawks allowed the 3rd fewest yards this season, and the Patriots ranked 6th.
Yeah.
So they both have pretty stout run defenses. So both teams might not be able to run the ball too well.
Yeah, we'll see. Seattle's got probably the best receiver in the NFL this year in Jackson Smith-Njigba. He had like 1,700 yards this year.
Yeah, it's
Something
insane.
stupid, man. Like, exploded. He's always been good the last few years, but man, he just blew up in a big way. And to say that Sam Darnold was the trigger man for that, okay.
Yeah.
Still doesn't seem real, does it? Like, I'm still thinking of, I'm seeing ghost Sam Darnold.
Yeah, he's definitely, in his older age, has really come to full blossom again.
Yeah.
Minnesota, good job, Minnesota, letting him walk.
Yeah, thank you, because that made this division a lot easier for the Bears this year. That's for damn sure. Even though they split with the Vikings. But yeah, he went on to play for 2 excellent coaches, right? He played for the coach in Minnesota, and then
Kevin McConnell.
Yeah, McConnell, and then he ended up going to San Francisco and playing under Shanahan. So I think they kind of erased all the bad and started inputting some of the good. Probably one of the all-time blunders of the Vikings, right? It's also probably why they don't have any Super Bowl rings.
And it's probably why their GM got fired.
Yeah. Boy, they turned on him in a heartbeat, didn't they?
Yeah. And I guess, I mean, rightfully so. I mean,
That was a big decision that he fucked up.
yeah. Yeah. And a steep drop off. I mean, they fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
I mean, JJ McCarthy, I mean, do you run it back again next season?
What other choice do you have?
I guess right. You kind of have to. One more. Got to run it back one more time with JJ.
Let him try to go through season number 2. I mean, he showed flashes. Like, he had some stretches where he played pretty good, but then he would turn into 9, turned into a pumpkin. So, yeah.
That locker room picture. It's like
The all-time meme right there.
he's such a fucking idiot. Oh my god.
Poor
My
guy.
I hope this game isn't a blowout. This was one of the best seasons. It was
Yeah.
a very good season. And I hope it isn't a blowout either.
You looking forward to the Bad Bunny halftime show?
I'm gonna go walk my dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go walk my dog during that.
Good
I'm not
idea.
interested. I don't even know who he is. Who are these
The-
people? Can we
The
get
only way that
people
I
we
know
know?
who Bad Bunny is. Go ahead.
Oh no.
I was just gonna say the only way that I know who Bad Bunny is that he was Happy Gilmore's caddy on Happy Gilmore 2. That's who Bad Bunny is.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was in that
No.
movie. Yeah.
I didn't see it. I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch Happy Gilmore 2?
No.
Bro.
Only because, dude, all right. Here we go.
Yeah.
When
Break
they
it
make
down.
sequels to these classics,
Mm-hmm.
they typically just always suck. And I want to preserve the memory of Happy Gilmore, not have it just ruined by Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
You're telling me
Okay.
it's good?
Yeah, it's worth the watch.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely modernized for sure. But the advantage there is that Adam Sandler was in charge of both of them, right? The first one and then this one. So
Yeah.
Michael's out on Bad Bunny. So
Yeah. I think a majority of America is.
I know when there's like competing halftime shows because of all the backlash, it's bad or it could be bad.
Don't
So,
do a Kingpin 2 either. Just leave it alone.
yeah,
You can't top it. You can't top Kingpin. Don't do
Yeah.
2.
classic. But yeah. So I think give Happy Gilmore 2 a shot.
All right.
So
I will.
I won't say that it's as good as the first one because it's not, but
Right.
there's still
Right.
some pretty funny parts in there.
I can't believe they're thinking they're making a Kingpin 2. That's going to turn out to be a real Munson.
Yes.
Love that movie. Yeah, I hope the game's not a blowout either, but I'm thinking that it might be. So I think so I'm going to pick Seattle to win. I bet it's something like it could be high scoring. Like in the 30s. Like 34-28 or something.
Yeah, I have a feeling we'll see some points. Unless Drake May just folds under the pressure, man, then I could see like a 35-10 type of game where they just get blown out. But
What if
if there were to be a
happens?
blowout, I think Seattle would be doing the blowing out.
What if he just fucking dominates?
Then he
We're-
will be anointed as the second coming of Tom Brady.
So, yeah, because I'm like, what if that's the case? He's just
Yeah.
is fucking dominating. We're like, dude, this is the ghost of Tom Brady
Yeah.
here. I doubt it, but could happen. Anything could happen. Who
Yeah,
knows what
we'll
the
see.
script writers have in store for us football fans?
What if they like block a field goal at the end of the game and then they return it for a first down?
60 yards for a first
Yeah,
down,
and
field
then
goal.
yeah,
I'll
ice
fucking
it
pull
in
my hair
OT.
out. I'll pull my fucking hair out. Do you know I lost 2 games like that?
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
The NFC Championship, that one, and then there was a game like a few games before that one. Same thing. I blocked the field goal. I didn't know you could advance a field goal.
Yeah,
So I blocked the field goal, and my Sprite that I was controlling, I just let stand there because I was like, yeah, like I blocked the field goal. But the players
Also
were running
bounced.
around the ball. They
Yeah.
picked it up and took off. I think they scored a touchdown. I have to go review the tape, but I was like, I was like, you have to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah,
What a way to lose.
yeah. So that's our Super Bowl. You doing any big cooks for the Super Bowl? What's your spread gonna be?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it will probably like you know, I do get paid this week. So there's this pub around the corner. Their chicken wings are amazing. They're a little bit pricey, but they're really good.
Mhm.
I've been thinking about them for the last few days, so I might go do that. Otherwise, I really don't have anything like major. I don't
Okay.
have nothing major. What do you got
So
going on?
Super Bowl for me is always brisket. We always do a brisket. I got I'm gonna roll some buffalo chicken dip for earlier in the day.
Ooh, yes,
Think we're throwing out like the veggie tray.
yes.
Think I might do like a crock pot, like little smokies and meatball type of thing through the
Oh,
day too. So just kind of
okay.
snack all day. Yeah.
Well, give me. You know what? That sounds delicious. Give me the recipe.
For the smokies and meatballs.
Yes.
Super easy, man. Super easy. So the easiest way, go get a bag of home style meatballs,
Okay.
big old package of little smokies, throw them in
Yes.
the crock pot
Uh-huh.
with a bottle of your favorite barbecue sauce and a jar of grape jelly.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the recipe.
That's it. Okay. So the whole bottle of barbecue sauce and then the whole jar of jelly.
Yeah,
Mix it all up and let the crock pot do its thing.
yeah. Let it do its magic.
All right, you got
So-
that. I'm doing it.
Super simple. And then you can, you throw it on when you wake up and around lunchtime, when you're like, damn, I'm hungry. And the game starts at 5 or in your case 6.
Yep.
And I'll probably cook up some cornbread to go with it too. So
Mm,
to go with
okay.
the brisket. Nothing too crazy because we're gonna be grazing all day, so I don't need a ton of sides to go with the brisket.
Yeah. God,
Just-
brisket, man. Oof.
Yeah. Picked her up today, man. So prime brisket, ready to go.
How do you do that? Do you marinate that overnight or anything? No,
Nah,
just
so-
season it and
Yep, I'll trim her up on Saturday. I use a little bit of W sauce by Baron Burton's. If you know, you know. If you don't, look it up. It's the best complex Worcestershire out there. So I use that as my binder. Little salt, pepper, garlic. I'm a big fan of the meat church ribs, so I use Holy Cow and Holy Gospel. So if you're looking for good barbecue rubs, there you go. Start with meat church. Pastor Matt has taught me a lot. So from the meat church. So, but yeah, throw that sucker on Saturday night, low and slow. Wake up Sunday morning. I'll wrap her up. We'll hop on, do a show, and then by the time the show's over, should be ready to come off of the smoker. So,
damn.
yeah. So, rest it until it drops down. Throw it in a 170 oven to hold it. So, until we're ready to slice, and she'll be good to go. Yeah, buddy.
That's fascinating. That's amazing.
It's so easy. All the work in it is just trimming it. That's the toughest part.
That's the most
So-
labor.
Yeah, and that takes 10 minutes. So,
Big Mike out there in the chat, what are you doing? What
are
we
you
do on
throwing
the
together?
show is we love talking about food. We're foodies as well as Bears fans. You got anything going on Sunday for the game, or you can make a dip? You got
Bro,
anything going on the grill?
if you want to do wings on the grill, I will give you a fail-proof method to get crispy wings off of your Weber.
Really?
Mike's not doing anything, man. Order a pizza
Nothing.
then, bro. Support the most pizzas consumed on that day. So,
It's a big pizza day.
so wings on the Weber. You got to make a $25 investment, but it is worth every penny. It's called a Vortex, and all it is a steel cone with an opening at the top and goes down. You fill that Vortex up with your charcoal. Some people use lump, some just use Kingsford, and away we go. Oh, there you go, man.
Fuck
We're going
yeah.
awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats
right.
on making it 20 years. So I'll be happy if I even get to the point where we get married. I've been dating for 10 plus years and engaged for 2. So
you're just making sure she's the one.
yeah,
It's
it's
just making good and damn sure.
I did my part. I gave her the ring. The rest is up to her, and this is where we're at. So I'm good with it. I'm comfortable with where we're at as well. But anyway, back to wings.
Yeah. Back to the cone, the Vortex.
The Vortex. Fill it up with charcoal. Light that sucker up, man. And what that does is it creates like a superheated cone. It'll get your Weber to like 600 degrees.
Holy shit. Okay.
Right? The thermometer is going to be pinned on it, which is great, which is what you want. Take your wings, you go get your drums, your flats, whatever. Right. Pat them down nice and dry, just like always.
Right.
You don't have to put a little bit of like rub on them, but I usually do.
Oh, yeah.
And then you put them on your grill. So around the outer edge.
Okay.
Around for 20 minutes. Okay.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you go and you flip them all. And then put the lid back on for another 20 minutes. When you're done, you will have the best homemade wings you'll ever have had. Little bit of char on the skin. Skin is super crispy. The wings are nice and tender. Oh, so good, man. Look up how to make a little bit of homemade ranch, and you will be in heaven.
Yes.
Yeah. Super easy.
Homemade ranch.
Yes. It's the way to go, man. I can't wait till the weather gets warmer. I'm not standing out there in negative 20-degree weather flipping 30 wings on the grill because that takes a little bit to do. So, but yeah, once it gets warmer, I got 60 wings sitting in my freezer waiting
on deck, just waiting.
Yeah. Woo. I thought about it for Super Bowl because it's supposed to get up to 30. And I'm like, I could do that. I could do 30.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, but I already got the brisket going, so I'd have to do wings for lunch. And if I do that, I'd be cooking all damn day. So,
damn, dude.
Yeah.
I look at Michael.
Mike, I'm telling you, bro, if you have the Weber, get the Vortex, dude. You can order that shit on Amazon. Super easy. It's worth it just for the damn wings. Trust me.
That's what we do on the show, Mike, man. We torture ourselves because, like, I'm starving right now. And then, but we always talk about food because food's delicious. And in Chicago, we enjoy all our different meals that we do and we have. But we do that on the show, and then my stomach starts. I'm surprised the microphone doesn't pick it up.
Yeah.
Like they're like, all right, settle down.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready for a snack myself. So,
dude, yeah. As soon as we get up out of here, I'm definitely I'm smashing something in the kitchen.
Yeah,
but yeah. Right. So we'll do a little quick banger Sunday morning. Keep with the schedule. So we'll be back on Sunday morning. But Michael, dude, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us, man, and contributing to the channel. It's awesome. talked about the stadium, sent us a picture on the Twitter, which which is a great way to get a hold of us if you ever need anything and things like that. What's the other thing? So I'm starting a series of Tecmo Super Bowl. I'm going to be doing a series on that. But it's only going to be on YouTube, and it's only going to be on the Book of Ezra channel. So make sure you're subscribed to both channels, the Everything Bear Show, also the Book of Ezra. But if you're into retro video games, or at least Tecmo Bowl, I'm just trying to get the Bears because it's got updated rosters. I'm trying to get the Bears to the Super Bowl because we didn't get there this year. But I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Anything to say as we sign off, Wedge?
Nah, I mean, let's go rest of the week. Hopefully the rumor mill starts firing up. It's the flame is kindling. We're hearing some stuff, but man, wouldn't it be nice if they just figure out this stadium thing so that we can move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one major topic I just want to be fucking done with.
Yeah.
Stick a shovel in the dirt.
Yeah. It shouldn't be a topic, but all right, man. I say we put a bow on this thing and we get ready to enjoy some Super Bowl. I'm sure we'll be texting throughout the game. But
yep.
Yeah. So good night, Michael. Thanks for joining us. You have a good weekend. Enjoy that anniversary, bro. So
yes, happy anniversary to you and your wife from the Everything Bear Show. All right, everybody.
Peace
Thanks, boys.
out.
Peace.